Hello everyone, this is Saul Lopez again, and we continue with our series of videos for people who is learning how to play chess. And in this video I want to talk about 4 really quick checkmates. Okay, the first one we're gonna look at is the crazy checkmate. Okay, so we're gonna look at it from the perspective of black. So we're gonna flip the board, and the first move is f3. Then the black moves e5 and then g4, and this gives black the option to checkmate white in 2 moves. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to try to figure it out. If you can pause the video so you can find it. If you found it already, good, congratulations. And the move is h4 with checkmate the king, because it cannot move forward because the queen attacks in diagonal, and it cannot move anywhere else because it is blocked by some pieces, right? So that's why it is called the crazy checkmate, because the moves were just crazy. Okay, now the next one we're gonna see, it's the fool's mate. Okay, so this one we're gonna see from white's perspective, and the first move is e4, e5, and white moves the queen to attack this point right here. And now let's say black makes a really dumb move like king e7, and now white can checkmate on the next move. Again, I'm gonna give you a few seconds to figure it out. If you want, you can pause the video so you can try to figure out what move checkmates black. Okay, if you found it, great, congratulations. If you haven't, the move is queen takes e5, which checks the black king, and it cannot escape to any of these 2 squares because the queen is attacking those squares as well, and it cannot block the check, so it is checkmate. Now we're gonna see the shepherd checkmate, and this one is by playing e4, e5, bishop c4. Now let's say black plays knight c6, and white brings out the queen to attack this point right here. And let's say black plays something like d6, pawn to d6, and white would just take this pawn right here, and that would be checkmate, because as we saw in the other video, white doesn't have any squares to go, and it cannot take the queen because it's protected by the bishop. Alright, the last one we are going to see is the legal mate. Okay, and this one, it takes a little bit more moves, but it's really nice, and I'm gonna take this example to talk about a little bit of what you have to do when you're playing chess game, so you can get better than your opponents. First move, e4, e5. You should always start with your pawns in the center, because these 4 squares are very important, because if you get to control these squares, you can put your pieces there and they can go forward and attack, or come back and defend. Okay, now you always have to move your knight and bishop that it's by your king, because that is gonna allow you to castle. We're gonna be talking about castle in the next video, but for now just remember that you have to move these pieces. And it's always better to move pieces than pawns, because that's gonna give you the chance to have more pieces to attack with, right? So if you see, the knight is already attacking the pawn. Okay, so let's say black plays d6. Now white plays bishop c4. Now black plays bishop g4, and white plays knight to c3. Now if you notice, white has 3 pieces out and black only 1 major piece. Of course the pawns are pieces too, but they don't do much for the attack in the beginning of the game. So now let's say black plays something like g6. This gives white the option to take this pawn right here, and even though this queen can be grabbed by the bishop, and we'll see later that the queen is far more valuable than the bishop, if black takes the queen, now white can checkmate black. How? First thing white does is takes this pawn right here, and the king cannot take because the bishop is protected by the knight, right? So it has to move, and the only square it can move to is this square right here, because this one is attacked by the knight, right? So moves there, and now I'm gonna give you again the chance to find the final blow to black, which checkmates the king. If you want, you can pause the video right here and try to find it. If you found it, great, congratulations. If not, let me show it to you. Would be knight to d5, checkmate, because this knight right here covers this square right here, right? And the king cannot escape, and it's being attacked by the knight, and that ends the game. Okay, I hope you did like this video, and I hope you subscribe to my channel, and I will be making more videos and teaching you some more of the stuff that I have learned. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a good one. Bye bye.